Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Leaves it with the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
They did a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. Shakes off the defender. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Quickly complete. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. A little screen to the running back. Powers through the defender. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Now on 2nd down. They're going back to the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Nixon. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off play action. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flat.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Line gets set, first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch and stride inside the 15. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense has the ball for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
But this just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays. So him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part a lot of time is getting him on the ground. Nice job by the big line.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's cut. The Roadrunners line up to punt it away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll try the left side. And that's a live ball. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Roadrunners have pushed it inside the 20. Right back to the well. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Pushes ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Back to pass, it's McCown. Getting some heat. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down. Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities, kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. To the ground, he's got it again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at third. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Trying to get to him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, going to the air. Got it past the marker. Off he goes. Lean for...
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now.
Makes the grab inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UTSA. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the offense on first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on first down. The sure hands, it's Singh. Just steamrolling the defense. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays, you rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He bangs his way in for the score.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. At the 35, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers or big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
On the ground, it's Russo. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The Roadrunners moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Offense set on first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
The offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Leaves it with the running back. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
At the 40, there he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This guy just gives you no. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. It's caught downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And it'll be a touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, running back on the move. Hard running there. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. Just about set for the second half kickoff. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Roadrunners are in the hurry-up. Wide out in motion. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Using the quick game. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Pocket starts to collapse. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They feed him again. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. It's complete to the right. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to ULM. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Feeling some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
With the catch, it's Russo. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets away, and the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen and run.
Intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown, UTSA! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll leave it with him. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's looking on the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before he carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the offense on second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He's going to fire deep. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're just about ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Give to the back. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Looking to pass. It's McCown. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Trying to pick up 7 here on 2nd down from the 20. He's looking to throw. And he's going to go down at the 1.
I love the play call on defense. You got the offense backed up. How can you create a safety? How can you bring pressure? How can you get someone home to the QB and try?
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that one stings. Man, this offense had an opportunity to go down the field, score, make this game awesome and super competitive, and they give up a safety and give the football back. I tell you what, they were already in a hurry, and a lot of things had to happen for them to come down the field and win this football game. Now, it's looking like an uphill battle.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
The give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Give to the running back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll give it to the back. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chain. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He wants to throw. And the quick shuffle pass. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Roadrunners will hustle for the line.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their...
Fires and picked off. And they didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
First down for this offense. And into the end zone for a touchdown. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 13 to North Carolina.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Fires left. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He's looking to throw it. He's going to run it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking for room. It's Nixon. Now well within striking distances. That 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Running back searching for a hole. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Spins away from the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Denton, Texas, home of the North Texas Mean Green, and the fans have been waiting since early this morning for the clash we have in store. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mean Green offense will take the field, and they'll get this thing underway. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And, David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
North Texas in the hurry up. The play action fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They're bringing heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. A fair catch called for and made. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Running it to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to...
It's a fumble on the play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Evans. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. North Texas in the hurry up. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Lets it fly on the move. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face. Going for it inside your own 40. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Singh. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, North Texas.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Move the chains with that completion now on 1st down. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Green has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
First down for the offense.
The aerial assault continues. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Now the play fake. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Sends it downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Near the 4-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some... So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Quick pass on the fly motion. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The offense in hurry-up mode. From the gun, the running back has it. Got room at the 35. Open runway ahead. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Movement here from the tight end. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The corners are walked up tight. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to fit in there, trying to make a play. Obviously, 3rd and long, you got to get it past the sticks, but you also got to make sure I'm dialed in and my feet are in order, and then my eyes get tied together with my hands. He was just a little bit off on that throw.
North Texas will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And now this offense will take the field again. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. He'll throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Running for it on 4th down. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pressure coming. Slips away. He'll try to do it himself. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snags it over the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know, and then the second one, you know, usually.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralized.
And the ball slipped out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble give it, and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
A first down for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Touchdown, Mean Green. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Mississippi State has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 21 over Florida. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second, try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Line getting set on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the big fella. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. They want to run it left here. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going to try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He wants it all. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. On the move is the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Gain of 33 on the play.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It is good. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the deep... They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll test the right side. He's loose at the 15. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Going to the running game. At the 45, on his way. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Might as well give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The big fullback's got it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see him, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball, there is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that 1st down.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. The give to the fullback. Push down for the tackle. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a fin. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
Nice job on third and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's looking for an open man on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Carter. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. They've got the screen set up. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, and walk out with a W.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give as they work on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good. Milk the clock, and it will be your friend. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The snap sets up the throw. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
And you practice the 2-minute drill all week long, and you dream about making those big plays. And how about this defense coming up big, shutting down this offense? The offense has a chance to go make this a game, maybe go win the football game, and the defense does their job, does their part, makes the big safety, and now receiving the football and putting one nail in the coffin.
Shakes off the tackler. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. 7 weeks, obviously, it's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun Bowl and home to the UTEP Miners, and it's always a pleasure to come out this way, and we're certainly excited about the game we have in store. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UTEP Miners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The kickoff unit about to go to work. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Miners offense will get the first swing of the game. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see.
And the ball is picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
Well, you could not script a better start if you're on defense, and great job being heads up and being aware that this offense may come out trying to be aggressive and throw on the first play. Everybody executing their assignments, and they get a takeaway right off the bat.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to escape and get it himself. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. The give to the lone running back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They'll run the option. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Here comes the option. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Offense lining up quickly. Trying to find his man on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown.
Well, Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to East Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Aurora. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Miners want to move quickly. Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fielded in the end zone, it's Nixon. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. A little release to the back. Delivers the contact. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's caught. It's a touchdown. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Miners want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. At the 20, he's got space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miners! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now this offense is back on the field. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and
nothing but green ahead. He's piled up 87 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide.
Just plowing down the field. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The give to the back. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over USF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. He's loose. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Miners come to the line in the hurry-up. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Going to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass, it's Locklear. This time on target. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They're going to throw it again. Right down the middle. Got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They want to throw it. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, UTEP.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
He's taking the shot. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Miners will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Nixon. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Johnson.
The pass is complete through the air. Second down coming up.
Second down coming up. Back to the ground game on the left. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. On fourth down, they'll run it looking for the first. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Went to the running game to convert that fourth down. They might go right back to it here. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense drags him down. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
They'll throw it on first down. He makes the connection.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They're going to run it. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll go with a direct snap. And he burrows his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on out.
From the gun, the ground game. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Miners racing to the line in a hurry up. Red pass, it's complete. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. The Miners will have it 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Odom. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Glocklear. Throws to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. And they're not on the same page there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good.
The kick is good.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Nixon. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They go to the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run play action, trying to get to him. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the ground with the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Steamrolls his way ahead. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The give to the back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Nixon. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Tough, hard-nosed run. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. They'll try it on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And as a defensive guy, it's so hard to cover these running backs out of the backfield because it starts to go to the flat. Oh, no, I got to go cover him, and then boom. He hits that angle route, cuts right inside, gets inside of me, and now I'm just chasing him, trying to get him on the ground. Nice route by the offense.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
Now on second down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He wants to throw it again. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. It's Jolly. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Miners headed quickly to the line.
And how about the complementary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Locklear. A shot toward the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, UTEP!
He's got that by-you speed, like I run by you. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. The run to the left. Running with power. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They took the 3 on that last possession, and now they'll try to get it back on the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Miners! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. How about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going, and he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.